I'm going to read the tail end of an article that appeared in Playboy magazine in 1970. It's a speaking engagement by Herbert Marcuse, and the author of this article went up to meet Herbert after the show. He writes, "I went up to see Marcuse after the show. Hi, Michael Horowitz, a former student of yours." "Ah, yes, I thought you looked familiar. When were you at Brandeis?" "In 1965, your last year. I was in your 196B class." "What was 196B?" How could Herbert Marcuse forget Politics 196B? 196B was the most advanced course in modern political theory ever offered, and if you didn't commit "can't" to memory, there was no point in taking the exam. Marcuse used to harangue about Hegel's concept of reason in history, and the liberals and the Marxists used to shout at each other until the janitor complained. "You don't remember 196B?" I asked innocently. Then reverently, with head bowed, "It was your advanced course in modern political theory." "Ah, yes," sighed Marcuse, and it was the kind of sigh my Yiddish grandmother gives when she reminisces about Eugene Debs. There was everything in that sigh: remembrance of friends past, nostalgia for the lost role of anonymous scholar, and a vague fear of the future. "Brandeis is deteriorating, isn't it?" he queried, almost hopefully. "Yeah, it isn't the same," I reassured him. "Manuel's gone, Seeley's gone, even Kosar left." "Yeah, I was speaking with Heinz Lubitz last week. I almost asked, 'Nu?' but realized we were talking German Jewish Brahmin, not peasant Yiddish." "Oh, really?" I ad-libbed. "Does he want to leave too?" "Yeah, but it's hard. He hasn't published much, and..." So it comes to this. An interview with the father of the New Left turns out to be shop talk about Brandeis academia. But it figures. For Marcuse is still basically a vagabond professor, spending most of his life paying mortgages, getting the car fixed, filling out Blue Cross forms, inviting friends over for coffee, and telling his wife she shouldn't worry. The only difference between him and us is that after he comes home from work, instead of watching Laugh-In, he goes to the den and types out a chapter of a book. Yet he gives us more. Despite his age, Marcuse travels from campus to campus, from TV studio to magazine lounge, from lecture hall to peace rally. The doctors say no, but Marcuse says yes, and the endless Marxist vaudeville act goes from city to city, from country to country, because a despairing youth intelligentsia needs constant resuscitation. "What are your plans? Are you staying at La Jolla?" "No." "Oh, no? Where are you going?" "Who knows?" Marcuse replied, throwing up his hands. "Who can plan anything anymore?" That was the finale. Who can plan anything anymore? I'm just a wayfaring German professor whose hard life has turned to gold, and I know as little about what's coming off as you did. Maybe I'll become a professor in Berlin. Maybe I'll join the Apple Corps. Maybe I'm Paul Goebbels in disguise. Who can plan anything anymore? The final confession of ignorance. O reason, why hast thou forsaken me? The final confession of ignorance. O reason, why hast thou forsaken me? And with his bewilderment fully confessed, Marcuse could drift into the solitary garden of President Harris Wilford. For there, facing the clear Long Island sky, a philosopher knows only that he knows nothing, that he can say only what the first of his ilk whispered to his students in Athens over 2,300 years ago. But now the time has come, and we must go away, I to die, and you to live. Which is better is known to the gods alone.